In the heat of a crowded city street, under a relentless summer sun, a single shout shattered the air like glass.
You idiot!
"Watch where you're going." The words erupted from Alex's mouth before he could stop them. His face twisted in fury as he shoved past the startled pedestrian who'd accidentally bumped him. Little did Alex know, that outburst was the spark that would ignite a firestorm in his life, one that nearly burned everything to ashes. But what if I told you that hidden within that chaos was a simple secret, a key to unlocking unbreakable calm? Stick with me, because by the end of this story, you'll discover it too, and it might just change everything. Alex was your everyday guy, the kind of person you might pass on the sidewalk without a second glance, a hardworking mechanic in his mid-30s, with grease-stained hands and a heart full of unspoken dreams. He had a loving wife, Sarah, who saw the good in him even on his worst days, and a young son, Jamie, whose laughter could light up the darkest room. But beneath that ordinary exterior simmered a volcano of anger. It wasn't always there. It had built up over years of small frustrations, long hours at the shop, bills piling up, and the nagging feeling that life was slipping through his fingers. A rude customer, a traffic jam, even a spilled cup of coffee could set him off. Sarah would plead with him, her eyes filled with quiet worry. "Alex, your temper, it's pushing us away." But he'd brush it off, convinced it was just who he was. One fateful evening, the storm finally broke. Alex came home exhausted after a grueling shift where his boss had chewed him out over a minor mistake. Jamie, bursting with excitement, ran to him with a handmade drawing, a colorful mess of cars and superheroes, meant as a surprise. In his fatigue, Alex snapped, "Not now, kid. Can't you see I'm tired?" The words hit like a slap, and Jamie's face crumpled, tears welling up as he dropped the paper and fled to his room. Sarah stood there, her arms crossed, the hurt in her eyes cutting deeper than any argument. "This has to stop, Alex," she whispered, "or we're done." That night, as he lay awake staring at the ceiling, the weight of his anger crushed him. He realized it wasn't just outbursts. It was a thief stealing his joy, his family, his peace. How many moments had he lost to that red haze? The regret twisted in his gut like a knife. The next morning, desperate for change, Alex sought help from an unlikely source, his elderly neighbor, Mr. Thompson, a retired therapist known around the block for his serene demeanor. Over a cup of tea in the old man's cluttered backyard, Alex poured out his story. Mr. Thompson listened patiently, his wrinkled face calm as a still pond. "Anger isn't the enemy, son," he said softly. "It's a signal like a smoke alarm warning of fire. The secret to staying calm, it's breath and choice." He explained a simple technique, the pause and reflect method. When fury rises, pause. Take 3 deep breaths, count to 10. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? What am I really feeling? Hurt, fear, exhaustion? Finally, choose respond with intention, not reaction. It sounded too easy, almost ridiculous, but Alex was out of options. The real test came weeks later at work. A demanding client accused Alex of shoddy repairs, yelling in his face. The old rage bubbled up, hot and familiar. But this time Alex paused. He breathed deeply, 1, 2, 3, feeling the air fill his lungs like cool water on flames. He reflected the client was stressed, probably having a bad day just like him. And he chose, "I understand you're upset, sir. Let me fix this right now." The client's anger deflated, and they parted on good terms. That evening, Alex shared the moment with Sarah and Jamie over dinner. Jamie beamed, hugging him tightly. "You're my hero, Dad." Sarah's smile returned, warmer than ever. For the first time in years, Alex felt truly in control, not of others, but of himself. As months passed, the secret transformed Alex's life. Challenges still came, financial strains, family squabbles, but he met them with calm resolve. His relationships deepened. He became the rock his family needed. Anger didn't vanish, but it no longer ruled him. He discovered that true strength isn't in lashing out, it's in the quiet power of self-mastery. And you, that explosive moment on the street I described at the start, that could be any of us. But now you know the secret: pause, reflect, choose. Next time anger knocks, try it. It might save your day, your relationships, even your dreams. If this story touched you, hit that like button. It means the world and helps spread these messages. And if you're ready for more inspiring tales to fuel your journey, subscribe now and turn on notifications. You never know which story might change your life. Remember, calm isn't weakness, it's your greatest superpower. Go out there and wield it wisely.